Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Balance 1 vs 1 PvP at Magus level. This is it's my first commander match. I actually made commander at the end of the last day where I got to 808. So in this match, where it was against a Magus Storm, that was pretty fast, but I hope you saw it. Anyway, so I'm going first, and I'm going against someone who has lower rank but is higher level. I think he's around level 36, and that would be considered a fair match. It's just generally what happens. I think that's like a better situation, that they're lower rank, but the health is really something that I was starting to get worried about, because I have like maybe 1400 health, and then I start to get to meet people who have like 2000 health, and I would worry about that. So anyway, this person seems to be very good at killing my minion, so I'm going to have to shield my minions from now on. This is a balance wizard, so I need to be kind of careful with my tower shields. I don't have cloaks, so I can't make any new ones, so I need to know that they're not getting wasted, even though I have a reshuffle. So it looks like he might be minion balance, so I'm going to get rid of his minion. Also, I have an advantage because I'm going first, and I can get rid of those minions before they can shield the minion. But also, I noticed that, and here I'm getting a bad deck, really. I have a lot of heals, and from first, you usually don't have to heal as much. If you're going second, then you kind of want to keep maybe a little bit more in terms of. So it looks like he fizzled the Dragon Blade, so he might just be a Blade Up and Judge kind of balance. So I do have to find that tower shield. One difference is that I started using Heartsteel again, and you notice that I have a different pet. Before I was using a triple balance damage, and now I have a Pixie. It's just got Pain Giver, but it had more resist. It had Spell Proof and Spell Defying. You did see that I had a Cyclops in hand, and the Cyclops can be cast 1 to 4 pips, but really you want to go to 4 pips, otherwise your Cyclops will only have like 100 health, and that's really bad. So here I'm just searching. He really has better pips than me. What can I do? I need that tower, and I don't have it, and really I don't have the pips to heal, so I need to build up some pips. And of course with Heartsteel I have awful pips, and there isn't much I can do here for that hit. And also in that other turn I had discarded like all of those helping hands, I discarded the availing, I discarded a lot of heal cards, so if a hit comes, I'm not really prepared for it other than that sprite I just pulled up. So with balance you do have to worry about all schools, sort of. If they have an amulet, then you'll want to put up the spirit shields, and generally I put it because I use sacrifice and then I'll get a shield, but you never really know. So you definitely know that Spectral Blast will hit into one of these shields. So I finally got my tower, and I have like a small weakness on him. Here I have some heal cards coming back again. The Hydra is pretty good for breaking through shields, but if they've got a lot of elemental shields, then there's not much you can do about that. You should probably discard it at this point. Okay, so I got my Cyclops out, and I'm going to want to shield him. I didn't want to cast him without having a shield. When you have somebody who's going to kill your minions really fast or right away, or really concentrate on killing your minion, then you want a shield, especially for the Cyclops, because he's a good hitter. I want him to be around. Okay, so without the shield, that Cyclops would have been hanging on by like 100. So here I've got the helping hands, and Like I said in the last match, it's like 200, so he's going to get that right away. And he gets healed up. And hopefully he doesn't get hit again. But I'm watching the pips. It's not so... I could worry about like a sandstorm. And that's something the Mander can do. So here I got a weakness. And I've got the Blade Storm. So I'm just clearing that off. It's not going to kill. But I'm using the Judge just like a wand strike to get rid of it. And that's why I love the Cyclops, because it gives me myth blades, and that means that when I use myth hits, then I get more. So I've got that Minotaur in my sights. Now I've got a lot of heal cards, so I'm gonna pass. So even when you're going first, you can have really bad hands. And I'm just gonna let the Cyclops work a bit while I'm gaining pips. And here's a sandstorm that will take away my tower and hit the Cyclops so that he now needs healing again. And now I notice that he's got 8 pips, so that's... I think really that he's going to go all the way to a full Judge, but I'm not sure. I don't have a shield, so... oh, yes, and the minion dies. So now he's at 10 pips. So here the pixie comes with this card to heal anybody else. So I'm going to heal the Cyclops. And also I have that tower on me, so I could do it. And he's going to hit at 10 pips with 2 blades. And I've got that extra resist, so I'm living with 254. And I'm holding on to those minions mainly because I only have 3 in deck, and if I get rid of them, then I don't have any. So, yeah, it's probably going to be Judge, because they use those as finishers. And the only thing I can do, that's why you should have sprites, because if you only got 1 pip, at least you can use a sprite. Pixie or Fairy, you have to get to 2 pips, but if you got nothing, you can always use a sprite. So, my main concern now will be looking at his pips, and when he can attack, unless it's another Judge, I'm out of Judge range. But was that going to a 3 pip with a blade, then yeah, he could get me, because the sprite's only going up like 100 or at a time, so hopefully that delays it a bit. And it looks like it's a minion, so I don't have to worry as much. I can heal up. I don't have a shield right now. But let's... I know it's going to be okay for a while, because at 1 pip, he definitely can't defeat me. But it looks like the Mander's doing a lot of these elemental. So I've got that tower shield. And because I'm getting pips, and because the sacrifice would hit through a tower, I'm going to try for that first and heal all the way up. And the Cyclops, just like the Mander, also gives pips. So I'm going to get 2 at least. So the one thing I have to worry about is that he bladed up, and with that blade up, he could use a sandstorm and kill off my Cyclops. I'm having horrible pips, as usual with Heartsteel. So that is the main sort of trade-off that you get, is that you have terrible pips. And I just got 2 weaknesses on me. I guess I'm going to have to hit through them. I only have 1 cleanse, so I can't do much about that. I thought that was going to be a feint, but it was his first infection of it. So I'm going to have to start to worry, because I discarded all my infections, and I need them back at some point, because it looks like he's mainly going to heal up all the time. So here comes the Dragon Blade that got fizzled. So if there was another attack, he looks like his pips are up again. I'm going to put that tower down. So let's see. No, it's going to be a heal. And like I said, I didn't have the infections, so he's got some heal boost, and that is, so I'm discarding that Hydra because of all those elemental shields. it's not going to be much use, but I've got that Minotaur in sight. And the Cyclops is doing its job and just hitting away. This person has Senator gear, so there's not going to be much resist to balance attacks. And this minion is going, even with the weakness, I think I should be able to hit through. Because Manders just don't live very long. So I do have to get a tower on the Cyclops somewhat soon. Like I said, there's got a blade up situation going on, and so next tower goes to the Cyclops so that he can continue to be healthy and I can continue. Now I can think about reshuffling, because you always try to reshuffle when you have full pips. Now this guy is just healing up, and I'm going to try to get rid of these white pips. Of course, I've got the Myth Blade already, so he has some heal boost, so each spin is like around 200. It looks like he's going to heal up, basically. And he puts a tower, but I'm not really that concerned because I've got a Minotaur. And here's probably where I shouldn't have used this Minotaur, because he's got like 400 spinners going around him and it's just going to be healed up. But maybe just putting on the pressure would have helped a bit. He's probably going to heal again. So, and if he does, because that definitely, he's not dead now. Yeah. So that means I need to get up to another attack. So it looks like I'm going to have to go with Ninja Pig and then a Judge. And I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need to get some really good pips for that to go off. So he's at really nice 6 pippers. Maybe he's going to heal. Okay. So he's definitely not going to attack me in a bit. I would like to get those Spirit Blades up. I decide instead to reshuffle because it looks like he's going to get to full health. So I might as well start getting my tower shields back. I know I don't have any. So I will basically, the game plan now is to build up pips, get those Spirit Blades up so that I can get 2 blades on my Ninja Pig. Hopefully not get a weakness. And here's his reshuffle. You should always be sure about who's reshuffling, and because maybe they might run out or something. But I've got reshuffles. Like, I discarded one, so I know of another spare. So here, just trying to get rid of these white pips, because pips are what allow you to attack. If you got lots of white pips, then you can't really do much. So here we're going to go, and the Cyclops is going to give me give me some pips, so that's going to help my Judge next turn. So probably not going to kill. But it was an Omus, actually. It's an Omus. But he's healing. Oh no, he put a blade. So yeah, Omus, this definitely is going to kill. And that's my finisher, a Judge. So this person, I believe, is a veteran. And if you want to look at the gear, so he was at 2,000 health, and mine 1,300, 1,400, so this is all like Senator gear and stuff like that. You didn't get to use that Doom. So next time, it's going to be my last match, and but you can see the rest of the playlist here on Wizarina. Be sure to like and sub if you haven't, and check them out at Twitter @GiantHunters. Thanks for listening. Bye.